Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So sorry for this weird angle and weird background. I'm actually in my kitchen, you can tell by the fridge of course. But you know what? It's so dark outside, it's snowing right now and it looks like we have a fog. So in my, classic filming spot, classic traditional, no. And like mine, you get the idea. In my common filming video, oh my gosh, words are not wording today in my head. Anyway, so I'm filming today in the kitchen. Let's ignore that. I will try to put you somehow on my kitchen table so you'll see all of the details of today's project. I actually already started to work on it in this video. Or this, I think in this. So I'll leave a link to it if you want to see the whole intro and stuff. Today I actually will be working on full terrarium project of Hagrid's hut terrarium project, so I'm really excited about that. I have been molding the hut itself, pumpkins, for 3.5 days actually, and right now this morning I woke up and started to paint it, finished to paint it, and I think it looks great. So let me show you how the hut and pumpkins are looking right now, and then we will go straight to the creating this magical place because I'm so excited. I know it will look awesome and I cannot wait to show you. So that's how the hut is looking. I think it looks pretty cool if you ask me. I actually added a little bit more of paint from my own collection that I use for houseplant pot paintings. I have pumpkins ready to go, so really excited for that portion. So I think we're pretty safe to go ahead and start this terrarium project. I will show you. I actually went to the big box store and bought a couple more plants because in this terrarium box there are no plants inside, of course, but there are seeds, as you can tell. Right? So these seeds are actually of pine cones and something else. Not sure what the others are about, so I will show you of course in a minute. We'll open it all together. So of course right away there won't be any kind of greenery, so I decided to change that and I bought this tiny peace lily. I think this will be like a little perfect jungly vibe to this terrarium. It was only a couple euros, so a little bit over $2. Perfect. It looks so jungly, so green and so lush. I also wanted something crawling because it really looks magical and reminds me of Harry Potter movies, so I got this ficus. This is Ficus Palm Green Sunny. Definitely not sure if that's the right name for it or not. Why do not focus? Focus? No? Okay. So this one was about a couple euros as well. I think this was a little bit more expensive than the peace lily, but this will be fine. So I love that it's already a little bit crawling, so it will look beautiful in terrarium in my opinion. I also have Harry Potter actually. So I have a whole Hogwarts castle made out of Lego from previous Christmas, and I have this Harry Potter laying around, so I thought this in terrarium will look perfect, like the Harry Potter coming to visit Hagrid. So yeah, have that as well. I am sad that I do not have any Hagrid just like in honor of Robbie, the actor who passed away not that long ago. So anywho, we'll work with Harry Potter right now. So let me somehow put you on my kitchen table, and enough of watching my silly face. Let's go to the fun part, to the DIY project. Alright guys, I'll try to work with this lighting. I actually have a grow light, just in case it will get darker. I'll try to work as so, but right now it seems like it makes it only darker, so I'll try to work with the daylight I have. So let's go back into the box. Okay, just like I mentioned, we have seeds. Let's see what kind of seeds. Okay, so we have two kind of seeds. This one, as I can tell, is pine seed, and that one, where's the English? White clover. Okay, this should look fun in this terrarium. We'll put this aside for now. We also have soil. I said that I might add a little bit more of soil from my own collection, but I just checked and all of them have perlite in it, and I do not want to use perlite in this kind of project because I used to do a lot of terrariums actually, and whenever I use something with perlite just keeps on floating to the upper side of the terrarium, and it doesn't look that nice. So I'll try to work with what I have in here. I also have these beautiful white pebbles, but you know what? I also grabbed pebbles that I have from the aquarium section from my balcony because I think these ones looks so much more realistic, especially to use it as a top layer. So this ones will go as a bottom layer and that one's as a top. Okay, then we also have, so these are the molds that I was making the hut and pumpkins in. Also have instructions, right? So I was going through instructions, as you can tell, painting on it as well, so everything is handmade, of course. I went a little bit overboard and added some of my coloring to make it a little bit more realistic, so like details like doors and moles, you know, and making this hut look a little bit vintage instead of having this yucky gray, almost metal looking colors, because I think this is not the vibe I am going for this, you know, magical hut. So everything else is pretty much by the book. I also added some shading to the pumpkins so they will look a little bit more realistic. And yeah, right now let's go by the instructions. So first we need to put pebbles in the terrarium, then soil, then add our decorations, and then plant all around the seeds, right? So that's about it. But I want to make this a little bit more difficult for myself, so I have extra plants, I have extra like Harry Potter. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I'll put the box aside. Alright, so it actually is a little bit more easy, especially if the kids are doing this project. I think this is fun, that there is like two sides to it. This is how the terrarium will look like. Not ideal in front of the window. You can see my big Anthurium Jungle King in front of the window that I mentioned, I think, in my previous video. But yeah, so for now, I'll take this half away so it won't be that visible in this project. I love that there is this Harry Potter, Hogwarts, herb. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay, let's go in. So first off, of course, we have the pebbles. Since I'm not gonna use them as a top layer, I wanna add as much as possible over here, and I wanna push it a little bit to the sides, and in the middle I wanna leave like this kind of hole. That's where the soil will go. Right now, as I'm thinking, this should work, maybe. Not sure about the peace lily though, because the pot of it is pretty tall. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Soil. Nothing else, just peat. Okay, this actually should work. I'm not mad about it. For this kind of project, a terrarium pit should work perfectly. I wanna break all of those bigger pieces. Okay, I'm not sure how it's looking right now because I do not see it in the camera, but from my side of view it looks pretty good. Alright, so I left a little bit of soil to add a little bit later. And right now I wanna play around with the hut and decorations to see how I wanna put everything together. So first off, I think this should be like on the edge. Okay, be a little bit closer, sorry guys. So this one will be on the edge, and I think this one, or wait, maybe in that side should be the peace lily, since this one is trailing like so. I want it to trail in the terrarium like so. Oh my gosh, this will look great. You know what, I think the lily might be a bit too much right now as I'm looking into it, because so the small ficus that I saw in the store at that moment looked so small, but right now I think this is the only plant we're gonna use. Oh, okay, well, we're getting a little bit not by the first idea, but you know what? That's how art projects work, right? Oh my gosh, look at all those roots. And I think this ficus will be so much more happier while being alone in here, you know, because peace lilies are such a fast growers. It might take over pretty quickly. Okay, so, okay, I'm glad I can squish the roots a bit, so it won't be that visible, right? I wanna plant it here on this side. That's easy part, kind of. It will go like so. Okay, so all of the rest I want to squish in a bit. Beam shabim. Okay, the seeds will go later on. This is how we are looking right now. These two vines will go to the side of the terrarium. Right now I want to place, oh my gosh. Okay, right now I want to place my hut. I mean, not mine, Hagrid's hut, but you get the idea, right? Wait, or maybe if I put it like so, I could use this side. Wait, this is the back. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the roof. Okay, let's take this one aside for now. You know what worries me? That the bottom part of this plaster is actually painting on my fingers, so it's not completely like solid. So I'm a bit afraid that it might affect the plants and the soil, you know. I really hope it won't rot on me, because that would be such a sad ending for this terrarium. But here we go. How are we looking so far? I think we're looking great. Okay, also need to add pumpkins, of course. Oh my gosh. Like so. Oh, it looks so cute. I love it. And of course, Harry will be coming as a guest. But right now, I'm thinking I might add the seeds. Alright, let's look what we have. Oh my gosh, so they're all separate? Okay, so, well, that's a bit random, but we have the seeds all together. So as you can tell, in here are some bigger seeds from pines, but there are also a bunch of clover seeds. So let me just sprinkle them around, I think, to the back, because this will look like, you know, the forbidden forest in the background of Hagrid's hut. This should be perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so excited, like a child. This definitely feels like a Lego project, but you know, it's a little bit more fun because it's plains, of course. I'll add a bit of clovers in the sides of the hut as well, because we know that Hagrid's hut wasn't perfect. You know, the surroundings of it wasn't perfect. They were filled with very different kind of greenery, right? Okay, you know what? I'm just going all in. We have a lot of seeds, honestly, so right now as I'm thinking, if I want to put pebbles on top, this might affect a bit how the seeds will, you know, grow, but you know what? No risk, no magic, right? Okay, I think this is more than enough, honestly. Okay. Okay, anyhow. Okay, I have the rest of the soil. You remember it? I'll add in some of the places. Oh, okay, well that was stupid. Little bit of... Dang it! Little bit here. Actually have this as well. This might help. Okay, so be honest, guys. Did somebody else bought this terrarium project? Oh, wow, that was dramatic. Or not, because I'm curious if I have a big influence. LOL. No, just kidding. Actually, like a lot of fun in this project, especially if you're a big fan of Harry Potter. So, you know what? Even though I did not thought I will say that, but I recommend it. I had a lot of fun painting the hut and putting this whole thing together. The fact that I needed to make the hut myself, and it wasn't just, you know, already pre-made plastic one. It already also added a little bit of funsies, you know, to this project. So, anywho, okay. This is how we're looking so far. Let me add some pebbles to the front. It looks like a garden right now, right, guys? Ah, so much better already. Look at that. Definitely so much better already. I'm a big believer that whenever you do any kind of terrarium project, you always need to have some pebbles as a top layer, because it completely changes the way how your project looks like. It adds that spiciness, you know, it looks so much more realistic at the end. So highly recommend to buy aquarium pebbles because they're a little bit cheaper. So in here in the back I'll add just a little bit of pebbles, so because I put a little bit more seeds in there, and also this is like the forbidden forest in the back, so I'm leaving a little bit of that out there. But this is a little close up how it looks like. What do you think? Does it look like there is growing a little forbidden forest in the back for now? Of course there will be a little bit more when the seeds starts to grow. Let me close that. Bam. And that's it. My Harry Potter inspired. I mean, I can put this over here so you can go crazy inside, or I can leave it be like so. Not sure. Okay, and also, of course, Harry Potter in here will look so much bigger than the hut itself, but you know what? Oh, okay. Okay, he's taking a nap. I think this looks so cute. What a fun project. I think this one is a little bit more like autumnal inspired, since we have pumpkins over here, right? At the same time, such a fun Christmas gift idea for all plant lovers and Harry Potter lovers, of course. I'm actually enjoyed this so much, and I love that there is a contrast of pebbles and soil. You can see one another seed on the side. It actually will be so fun to see how they grow and start to put roots. Oh my gosh, this is like full on 360 for you guys. Bam. Oh my gosh, I actually love this so much. This is so special, and I love that it is so tiny. It won't take too much space. At the same time, it's, you know, it's eye-catching for sure. Okay, yes, love it. Alright everyone, let me know how do you feel about today's terrarium project. I think it turned out to be so sweet. It actually was such a quick project. I thought I will take a little bit more time while doing it, but you know what, at the same time I do not complain. I had a blast, and right now I'm so curious to see when the seeds will start to grow, so I think I'll put it under my grow lights to fasten the project a little bit up, because I'm excited. I'm really excited. Let me know if you want to see updates on this terrarium, to see how the seeds started to grow and all of that, because I think this is fun. This is so much fun. I just created a small tiny world in my home. Oh, always so excited about terrarium projects. But that's about it for today's video. So I know it might be on a little bit shorter side, but at the same time, sometimes we need videos like this as well, right? So before leaving you, of course, let me teach you another language lesson. And since I was talking about forest, let me teach you how to say forest in Lithuanian and in Russian. So if you want to say forest in Lithuanian, you need to say miškas. Once again, miškas. And if you want to say forest in Russian, you need to say les. Once again, les. Very different this time, right? But anyway, thank you so much for joining me for another Vlogmas video. I'm sorry I stopped to upload that much houseplant content, but another video I think might be completely about houseplants, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please like this video, comment what do you think about this project, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one.